This is making a custom OS with Keynote 2009 from Apple iWork, which can be downloaded from the Mac App Store for $20 each app. This was downloaded onto an OS X Lion computer. As you can tell, everything is all reserved and copyrighted by the companies. MapQuest is currently copyright MapQuest.com. I use this to prove a point. If you would like to tell me about a correction, just email me at that email address you see right here. This keynote and video is copyright 2012 by Denverstone OS, all rights reserved, and you can find the company at sites.google.com/site/DOSM. So here's a basic OS that you could do with Keynote. This is just using squares, both rounded and rectangular. As you can tell, you can use different typesets. Over on the right top corner, the Denverstone OS M1.1 is a Times New Roman typeset as well as the Wi-Fi off. Everything else is noteworthy, which comes with the Mac Apple fonts you can get on the Mac applications for iWork. This version is a beta. As you can tell, this is just a show version, but if you were to start a version with Keynote and turn it into an actual operating system, which I'm not quite sure how to do that, I might do some research today. You would have to use beta, which basically means it's being tweaked to fully understand the quality of the system. As you can tell, there's a diamond in the upper right corner. That is your menu, kind of like your start menu or your Apple menu for a Mac computer. And then you see File, Select, View, and Help. Those are the basic options for this operating system. If I were to go with this, this operating system is not you cannot copy this operating system due to the fact that it is copyright 2012 by Denverstone OS. If you would like more information, please visit the site. Starting with the diamond, as you can tell, there's an arrow pointing to the menu bar where that diamond is. Basically, you can, like I say here, you can basically do your OS or software updates, like your system panel, whatever you call your control panel for your settings, your login screen, user information, sleeping, put this computer to sleep, restart, shut down, even some of the legal information for the operating system, depending on what you're going to need on that certain menu. And then this is achieved by simply clicking on Insert on the Keynote file system, going down to Shape, and then going over to Line with Arrow Head, and then sizing it to where you need it if you need the arrow. The box is a rectangular shape without the corners rounded, and the typeset was Times New Roman, regular white color with 13 size font. 13 is custom with Apple. Everything with Apple that has the font sizes in it, you will have an option for 13. To move on, file, I put applications. This could be like Office applications for like your Word app or your spreadsheet app, or even like a slideshow like Keynote or PowerPoint. And then like your text edit with Apple or your Notepad for Windows. You can do any of that. You can even save files, whatever you want. It depends on what you need. You can see that there are two other options on the very bottom. Well, actually three I need to talk about. The application setup, that will probably, if you would like, you can use that to connect to the internet for your applications to be set up via Wi-Fi connection or Ethernet, depending on what type of computer you are using. For applications, that could be for, if you were to look up at the typing application, the text writer that I've included here. As you can see, also the Cheetah Internet, that is the web browser that I have copyrighted with this demonstration. The designer information and sign up, that would be the read terms and legal information for the designer applications that designers put on the OS that I might be doing. And then I also have a link for designer login or for getting username, password, or whatever you need. Like you could do username for email or an actual username. Terms and legal information, that could be for the OS itself. Terms and legal support contact, that could take you to the site that your OS will be running with, and you can put your phone number, address, office number, whatever goes in that. Moving on, same as the last two. However, this is select for this demonstration. The select will, for this demonstration, just basically states that you can select everything, deselect everything, select only a certain amount of items. You can select application or applications for updates, your OS update if you needed it. Your folder select, you would enter a name, it would bring up a box. Probably this says enter name. Your OS backup, if you needed a backup for your operating system, which is very much needed with any operating system due to the stack of papers and documents and web pages and bookmarks and stuff that you have on that operating system. And you can also include maybe a schedule that the user could use, where it would detail how that backup would be run with a schedule, the options they could choose, yada yada yada. It all depends on what you put on your OS. And this is with Keynote, as I said, 09 from Apple Incorporated, downloaded from Mac App Store for $20. And this menu, basically the same as others. I call it View. View system components. That could be your memory or what you need to have the system, the operating system, put on the computer. Your memory and RAM you need for the computer or for the operating system to run. View the updates to download. If your application has an update, you can click on that if it is part of the OS, and you can download it. Or you can even put in a part of your OS to do the update automatically. Volume levels and choices, I will also cover that later, so that is not a problem now. You can probably even view our site, which could be, if you want to do a link to the site for the operating system. The contact information, like location, your phone number for the company, company email, even location via a map service like MapQuest or Google Maps. Each map service that you can find on the internet will have to give you either an agreement, a small fee, whatever they require, you would have to do. Moving on, so you could do like a tour if you'd like, where you can learn more about the operating system, how it works. And if you want to do upgrade prices, that's good as well. As you can tell, legal link is underlined. You could, if you were to create the operating system, the legal link will, if you click on it, probably if the operating system was running, you can go to the legal page on your operating system. Help. This one is just simple. It doesn't have to be very complex, or it could be complex, no matter what you do. For here, I just said help search, which I put in a little box. Same way I did the last 5 boxes. However, I formatted it a little differently, and I outlined it in red. That is all available through Inspector, which is accompanied with all of iWork from Apple Incorporated. You might even keep maybe a link to your site for help. So here I say the site. I might even change it to keep the help. But it depends on what you're doing for your OS, is how that would look. Next would be time and dates. As you can see, time is in the middle. I put the time first with seconds intact, and as well as the date. I just picked a random date and time. For the clock, I just used a circle and lines from the shape menu under Insert. Same way with the boxes, just colored them white, typed. The triangle you see in the time box, that is easy as well. Insert, shape, and you would click on triangle, format it to how small you would like it. And then you want to flip, as the triangle would be a different way. That just means that there is a drop-down menu. For the date calendar there, I used the curved rectangular box. That typeset is Times New Roman 12 size, so that's 12 point. Same way with the box. However, that is 13 size. And here would be a sample legal information for the operating system. As you can tell, it says the operating system, version, copyright by the company, all rights reserved, your any applications that you have, and the release dates of the next major. And anything that you use, as here you see I used MapQuest, so you have to put MapQuest, the company, all rights reserved, and used with permission. Wi-Fi is a registered trademark. It will have to use with permission, just because if you format it a little differently than most computers, you have to have it formatted with them. Like I said, Keynote 2009 is copyright and registered trademark of Apple Incorporated. You can purchase it from the Mac App Store for $20. The Cheetah Internet web browser is copyright Everstone OS. And here I say the release date is March 2013. If I end up making the Everstone OS M, that is definitely going to be maybe the release date. I'm not quite sure. Some fonts are copyright, and you would have to use with permission. Most you can even create yourself, probably for a little fee. Any applications that you approve for your operating system will be copyright the person who had designed that application. Applications will have legal information included with that application, depending on what it is. For designers, before they agree to design for your operating system, you might want to include a legal information for the sign-up account. Legal information, you could do, like here it says print information you would like, and here it says search help for printing options for legal. You do not have to do that. You probably could use a button saying print this page, or copy to your writing software. You might even use a hyperlink that says, was this information helpful? You can send, the send feedback would be the hyperlink, which will redirect to the company site, and it will be able to let the user who saw this legal information to see if they would see if the information was helpful. Now we get to the volume. As here you can see I have a black circle. You could put a speaker, it depends on what you need. You can even create one yourself. I say volume, it could be from 100% to 0. 0 would be mute. You see the line in between them, that is your custom volume size. And you can see custom you could mute, you could custom an application with sound for different things, depending on what you need. Logout. If you have 2 or more users, you might want to use a logout page to where you can log out of the current user and then click on the next user if you would like to use that one instead. Basically, log out just means you're logging out of that user. Wi-Fi. For this, I just said Wi-Fi off. As you can tell, for the operating system, you could do whatever you want with Wi-Fi. You would have to tell them, hey, I want to do this. Is that okay? If I do make an operating system, I'm going to say Wi-Fi is off for signal off. If it is on, it would be the connection name and password permissions. You might even look at manual form information. You might even include a link to the manual either on your site or via your application itself. This keynote was created by Benjamin Denverstone on the Keynote 2009 from the Mac App Store for $20. Apple is copyright and trademark owner of this Keynote application. The applications that I have included may be updated when a design is completed, also using the same Keynote. Everything is copyright the Everstone OS. Alright, it's reserved. For more information, go to sites.google.com/site/BOSM. Please leave only contacts, comments, not spam. I will have to disable comments, and I'd really not like to do that. This is Benjamin Denverstone. I hope you are very successful in creating a custom operating system for your next operating system or your beginning operating system if you have Keynote 2009. Signing off.